So I figured that since I haven't posted in a while, since I haven't really had anything worthy of posting a video about, I would give y'all an update on how the mower season is coming along so far here on the second day of spring down here in North Carolina. These are the ones that I'm either working on, mow with, or keeping and using. These two right here are about to leave, I'm pretty sure. I think I've got somebody coming to pick up the Murray tomorrow morning after I've got it fixed. I got it out today. It started on like the third or the fourth pull and ran great. So hopefully somebody will pick this one up. He sounded really interested in it. And he's already scheduled a time tomorrow morning to come get it. So hopefully he'll have a good mower for $50. I think I'm going to get a trade on it, so that might be another video coming soon. And then this one here, I've got a couple of calls about from the same guy. This is the Murray that has the new deck on it that is self-propel, that I found an engine that had the right shaft on it that would accommodate the belt for the self-propel, and it runs great. It started on the first pull today. So hopefully this weekend this one will also be gone. And he says he also has a trade for me as well, so that'll be good, since I've sold 7 lawnmowers so far this season and haven't gotten a single trade yet. But it's helped to clean out from under the house, which I'll show y'all in a second. And this Toro I'm making a video on now, and I'll post it when I get it fixed. Pretty sure, obviously you'll see it's a Tecumseh engine. Everything works on it. It's got the bag and the side discharge chute on it. It is around a 2007 model. It has the key start, but battery's dead, and I'm not really going to worry with it. Pretty sure that this one just needs a primer bulb on it, because when I push it in, the bulb is dry rotted, and it'll run for a few seconds and quit. So, but everything else works on it, and so it should be good once I get the primer bulbs in, which are on order. And then I actually just finished cutting grass, the front yard at least, with my little Sycamore 19. Runs pretty good. I think the choke got stuck on it when I was cutting grass and just hit the cover, and it unlatched it just fine. Runs great, cuts great. Deck's not in great shape, but I've got mini decks for this engine whenever this thing finally breaks apart from the handle here on the back left. But it's a cool little mower to cut with. Very light and easy to push still. And then my edger here, I actually had to put a primer bulb on it after I thought I got it fixed, which is a classic Tecumseh deception tactic, if you want to call it that. You think you get it fixed and you crank it up a couple days later and it won't stay running. Had the same primer bulb issue as the personal pace over there, where I pushed it in, and it you can see dry rot cracks on it. So I'm pretty sure that since it's warmed up a little bit, that the warmer weather kind of softened up those primer bulbs, and what I thought was good earlier caused them to fail. So let's go inside here. So I've sold 7 so far, like I said. Let's see, 4 of them have been from my older stash, and 3 of them have been from the newer stash here. Oddly enough, none of the cheaper mowers have sold yet, and all 3 of the ones that I've picked up from the lot of 40 here that are newer that I have sold have been the snappers. As I showed y'all, I had 2 of the front drive self-propel snappers with the big wheels on them. Both of them are gone now. And then I had 3 rear drive snapper self-propels, and there's one of them right here that I still have. I've still got the bag with it, and I've also got a second one right there where I've got the light shining that doesn't have a bag, but it's got the 775 Professional Series Briggs & Stratton engine on it, which is an excellent engine for what Briggs & Stratton makes today for their consumer mowers. So I've got, yeah, let's see, 3 snappers are gone, but none of the cheaper Murrays are gone yet. I presume that whenever the season really gets going here in April and in May, that those will start going, because they went pretty quickly when I sold the last lot of them back in July. Actually, just the standard size that I asked $100 for, and then also the big wheel push mowers that I asked $120 for, went away pretty quickly. So again, it's a new season. We'll see how they sell. I don't think I'll have any trouble getting rid of them once the season really gets going. But yeah, this side's definitely gotten a little more empty, even though I've got a couple of them outside there still. The Ariens, I almost posted a video on it, but it was a very similar one to the one that I posted earlier about it. Talking about it needing a new carburetor. And so the primer bulb was split, and ended up, the carburetor internally ended up failing too. It was leaking gas out of everywhere, and then when I tried to clean it with, or kind of dislodge it with compressed air, it ended up sticking the float. So the float stuck on the new carburetor. I just bought a second new one to put on it that has a non-split primer bulb, and that would make me and everybody else feel good about selling it, and the person not having any problems. This one here is a little yard man. It isn't much. It's in such bad shape that I haven't even listed it. Probably going to use it as a parts mower, or if I can find a deck that has a shaft that accommodates the side shaft, even though this one is not in use anymore. If I can find an engine, find a deck that'll accommodate this engine, then the engine's good. The deck's really not. The left rear wheel's about to fall off over there, and it's got a bunch of loose parts to it, and the self-propel doesn't work either. So yeah, I'm not gonna sell that one. I'm gonna use that one for parts. And then I got the Brute over here, the Brute big wheel push mower. I've got the big wheel that's missing a bunch of paint on it over there. Nobody's come and got that one yet, although it runs great. And then Troy-Bilt front drive self-propelled commercial grade, got the aluminum composite deck on it. Kind of surprised that one's not gone yet either, because these are some tough mowers, especially these older Troy-Bilts, and I didn't even have to do anything to this one to get it going. And then I've got another parts mower over there. It's got a Tecum's on it. It's a little 18-inch. I may or may not do anything with it. And then I got a bunch of decks. An old Murray deck that looks exactly like that one that I have outside, which I didn't show y'all last time. It's in good shape, apart from the mounting bolt for the engine. It's cracked around there, but if I drill some new holes and mount the engine a different way, then it should work. And then I got just a couple of residual decks from the lot of 40 that either had blown engines, or I took the parts or bent crankshaft, or I just had to take the engine off of, or take the parts off of another engine to make, one good engine work, like that one right there. I showed a video earlier. I replaced the crankshaft and the base plate on that one, and it's good to go now. Runs great. And then this Honda here, I don't think I've shown anybody this yet. Pretty sure that the piston rings are shot in it. Haven't really done anything to it yet. Don't know if I will, but we will see if I dive into that. It's going to be all I can do to keep up with the minor repairs of trades coming in, I think, whenever the season really gets going here in a couple weeks. So that is an update of everything that I've got. Again, I've showed y'all the Sycamore 22-inch runs. I'm still waiting on, still haven't got an air filter and housing for it. And this pressure washer here, I had it running, or got it running because the main jet was clogged, but I think something's wrong with the float. It'll only stay running for a few seconds and then cut off, even though the carburetor is clean on it. And it's not like it's refilling with gas fast enough. But it will run whenever the bowl fills up with gas. So that's kind of an update on what's going on here. So like I said, 7 mowers sold so far. Probably will sell at least 2 more this week, and maybe even a few more this weekend. But we'll see how everything goes. For those of y'all that keep watching and enjoy my updates, thank y'all for watching. It's been kind of nice to get to know some of y'all on the YouTube channel and talking with you about lawnmowers and fixing them and y'all's experiences with them. So it's been good. I'll try and keep posting as many as I can as I get trades in and as I sell more throughout the season. Everything's going good so far. Haven't had any calls about any of them that I've sold, so I guess I've fixed them right so far. Again, just keep it right here. I'll keep updating y'all on what I'm doing, what I'm fixing, and what goes, what stays, and all that good stuff. So thank y'all again for watching, and stay tuned for the next video that'll be coming down the pipe pretty soon, which will probably be this little Toro here.